Welcome back to Ratchet and Clank.
Welcome back.
It's time to head to Savali.
Man, imagine if Star Fox Assault controlled like Ratchet and Clank. That game would have been so good. The on-foot segments.
Yeah.
Instead, you jumped with the Y button. Disgrace. Regret.
The one button meant disgrace, Michael. Really?
One button to rule them all.
I mean,
No,
it's
it
an
was
awkward button.
It was weird.
It's an awkward button to use. I think A was shooting, and I mean, I don't know. I think it's like Super Smash Bros. It's hard for me to go back to some of the old ones because I got the way that I have the C stick set up.
Yeah, I know he wants to get that one.
the Glove of Doom.
We can't afford it.
Oh man.
Yeah. That's the one.
Save up for that one because that one will help with
I
the
don't know,
crowd
I kinda
management. Oh yeah, the lightning
Or
rod
the
would
ricochet.
too.
We still haven't done this.
I think the lightning rod because there's all those little guys that swarm you and being able to like hit more than one person at the same time is
that
really
kind of like?
useful.
Well,
They
all right.
both kind of service the same thing, but yeah, do what you want.
Also, you should
wanted
probably
to
take
get
a
the
minute to
ricochet.
upgrade because the difficulty's catching up with us. I think it's way better than.
Oh, and then Negatron hasn't really been done. So I guess that's probably what we can start working on next.
It seems like way better than
You got one.
than the Enforcer, but once you shoot people with the pixelizer, you can't really see their animations, so you can't tell what they're doing as much.
Gary.
It's Gary.
Hey, yeah, weird question. You wouldn't happen to know anything about building a Dimensionator, would you?
Ratchet? Ratchet! Gary! Your reputation precedes you. You'll need to go to the Interdimensional Archives. My apprentice can help you.
Dude, his scales are so detailed.
Town under attack.
Generally
How did you
speaking.
know?
General scales.
I'll go check it out. I think I still remember how to stop an invasion.
You think?
So I'm guessing these
You
nefarious
think?
guys are looking for a Lombax?
Dude, it's weird seeing Ratchet alone.
That you'd be coming.
I haven't seen him alone since All for One. There be the sun sharks.
Is there any long range weapon that I didn't fill up ammo.
Not really.
Okay.
It's kind of expensive to fill up ammo in this game.
An intruder! Nothing fun!
Oh my gosh! Wow. Get the sand sharks. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be good.
Oh,
Wow, you shook the bolt out of him.
what was this over here? Is that just a spring?
Correct.
Oh, that's interesting.
Nifty. Man, look at these environments.
And I
though.
definitely see a raritanium.
Yeah, I know. Way ahead of you, partner.
You know, it's a solo one. It doesn't make sense when it's like when you clearly see like 5 of them and it only gives you 1 raritanium.
Oh, this thing has a ton of ammo.
Yeah. Granted. Yeah, that thing's OP.
It's OP like Ratchet is in PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale.
Is he really?
For the PlayStation
Oh
3.
yeah. If he grabs you, he gets a confirm on his level 1. If he grabs you with his ranged grab, Trevor.
Nah, nonsense. I think Ratchet was perfectly balanced.
Dude, that was we would go
I'm
against.
saying that because I
remember
he
when
was my
we-
second guy.
Yeah, I remember when we first found people doing that online, and it was just like you just get a grab. Because all the best characters in that game were the ones that didn't have to worry about building AP. They could get an instant,
Why
get
can't
off
you
of
hit
a level
L1
one.
to...
to do what?
I was trying to...
Do the dimension thing?
No, go back to the other menu, but you have to press R1.
Seen that coming.
Yeah, I should have, but I thought he was dead.
You got rare nanotech to your right.
Oh.
It seems like Ratchet is way more. I didn't use that thing like once with Rivet,
What?
where you like jump around the field with the rifts.
Yeah. Yeah, he gets more rifts.
Maybe they're gonna distinguish a little bit in like the type of gameplay you get into with each character.
Well, she gets more. She gets mandatory rifts, but he gets like optional rifts. Like you can actually use it in battle.
Yeah, she seems to be doing that whole like light world, dark world thing too.
Man, I thought this guy was done. Okay, so Mr. Fun Guy. And then a fun guy over here. Oh, I'm about to lose. Oh, what? I keep switching to the wrong weapons. Oh, it's because I keep tapping triangle.
That's cool, man.
Jeez.
Nice.
Another town
Nice.
saved. Now,
Dude, that was sick. The drill hound, man. Doesn't that look like something?
It does.
Like a portal?
Nanotech.
It do.
Oh, nice.
Gary said his apprentice is at the archives.
Look at that.
Some raritanium. +1. Holding out on us now.
That's what I'm saying. It's like clearly a whole like handful of rare titanium and it just gives you one. Like, come on, why are you doing me like this? Because we're winning?
What's that DJ Khaled album?
All we do is win, win, win.
No, suffering from success. To look at all dramatic. I'm too rich.
Oh, you can't jump up there.
Interdimensional anomaly detected.
Is that another Clank? That's so funny.
So embarrassing.
You all right? That was quite the landing.
Who are you?
Sorry, you look so familiar. I'm Ratchet. I'm here to find, I think it was Gary's apprentice. I need to build a Dimensionator.
Oh dear. Well, there's little I can do seeing as my archives are walking away. How do I get back up there?
Oh, you're his apprentice. Maybe we could work together?
I do not make a great partner.
How about this? If things go badly, which they won't, we go our separate ways. No questions asked. Team?
Sure. Team.
Man, the graphics are
For now.
so good. Oh man, is this gonna be what I think it is? Oh my gosh. Please tell me this is what it is.
These hover boots will help us
Yes.
travel across the mesa quickly.
Oh, that's awesome. There was a
Wait, what?
PS3 game that really featured these.
Why didn't I make that?
You lack
I'll need
the
to speed
sauce.
up to make it jump off that.
Oh,
Did
am
you
I
hold-
supposed to? Oh, I'm not supposed to hold X, am I?
You're supposed to hold R1.
I am.
Yeah,
I'm holding X too, though. Oh yeah, if you hold X, it cancels it for the other thing.
We will need help from
That's
amongst
awesome.
Gary's acolytes to reach the archives.
Yeah, so this is how you like run in this game.
First stop, temples. Hey, I never caught your name.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I saw this in one of the trailers. I was like, dude, what?
This is like a really cool version of what Shadow the Hedgehog does.
This is like a really cool version of. See, a Sonic game should just control like this.
Allegedly, the next Sonic game is going to be open world. I'll not going to hold my breath for anything.
See, but that's my problem with Sonic, man. Is you always see a game like this that does it like how it should be, and then Sonic's the really like, you know, bad, not as good graphics, has glitches, you know, like version of that.
Yeah, the only thing I'd say about Sonic is that they are it's harder to make a game when you're moving that fast. That's why I feel like you should slow Sonic down.
Is that a Lombax shrine?
A Lombax shrine. Ooh, a
A
lorb.
Maybe I should ask around, see if someone knows anything.
Press the
You guys
main
see
button.
the what?
The middle button.
Why?
Oh, you missed the prompt. It said that you could listen to the lorb.
Oh. Oh, so should I, like, collectibles?
Dude, I have no idea where it went.
Oh,
Oh,
I
it's
see it.
yeah, hit R2 twice. That's the lorb.
So, I had a...
Oh, can I not listen to it while I play?
I guess not. I don't know.
So, I had a weird meeting this morning. Caden came in. Apparently, the council liked my mapping work on Savali enough that they want me to expand it. By mapping every dimension in existence. Yeah, that might be impossible.
Okay, so these aren't, like, anything important. They're just, like, you know, there if you wanna... It's kind of... It feels like Metroid Prime in that way, you know?
Yeah.
Look at this.
Little lore building.
Oh, Raritanium.
Raritanium.
Do you see how you can, like, do jumps, though? They could just make Sonic like this.
That's the rumor, is that the next game is Sonic Rangers and it's gonna be open world. I just want those adventure remakes, man. The rumor is that the adventure remakes got canceled because they weren't turning out well.
That would be such a Sega thing, man.
Yeah.
Gary!
Ratchet, you found my apprentice.
Look at him.
Well done, both of you. You're ready to enter the Mountain Temple.
Nice. Let's go.
Well, you're emotionally ready. You do need to overcome the temple's elaborate defense system, or as we lovingly call it, the Gauntlet of Trial/Doom.
Oh, I hate Slash Doom.
Wait, should I do this now, though? Don't I have to get more lorbs?
Go! Follow the path as fast as you can.
Dude, what?
Ah! We made it! The next shrine is just ahead.
Nice save.
The track is about to collapse. Look out!
Now, no shade. You know, hoverboarding with Skid McGee, whatever his name is,
Skid McMarks.
Keep going.
was cool.
Good idea.
I'd prefer doing that, like racing like that with the hover boots. That was Mondo cool.
Yeah, I think this is an idea that they had starting with one of the PlayStation games.
Because
He does it on one of the cover art of one of them.
I can make it. I can make it.
Oh no!
Wait, why didn't it... What? He didn't, like, latch to it for some reason. I only wonder, though, am I supposed to go here now, or...
I don't know. This level's very open, so I have no idea what you're supposed to do first.
I can make it.
That's cool.
Yeah, he's essentially like rollerblading. Which I love, you know. Very jet set radio. Hey!
I think I remembered its circle.
We completed the trial.
Hey!
Thank you.
I couldn't have done it without you. Now, let's try out the monk.
Raritanium!
Is as annoying as those monks' perpetual optimism.
Sniper bots.
You can use the fog to your advantage here.
What we find the Lombax is this. My sisters are barely functional.
I see them. The monks.
Something's so funny about a whiny robot.
They're safe behind that force field for now. I need to worry about everyone shooting at us first.
day of my life.
What? Do I fight these things?
Probably.
Well, they said you wanted to avoid them.
Nice.
2-for-1 special?
You have to hold and then hover over them.
Nice.
Oh my gosh, mixing that in with combat. Goodness gracious.
Oh, he's right here.
Whoa! My sensors are not picking up.
Is he done? Okay.
We did it! Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo!
Please, take me to that terminal so I can free the others. Oh no, a Zeta virus. I cannot access the terminal without risking contracting it.
My little friend Glitch can take a look at it. Here, let me see.
Michael's gonna do this.
Those poor monks! I just need to delete the pods, which will clear out the infection and free those boys for Ratchet.
Ratchet.
No problem.
Ratchet?
Ratchet.
Now too? No problem.
Blitz infectors.
These are pretty cool.
Hold on. The pod hijacked the computer to make a shield for the... What? I rerouted the energy away from that stupid virus. No more shield.
No more fighting.
Ratchet.
No more.
There you go, up there. Up the hill, Michael.
I know, I'm trying to get there safely. I'm not trying to get hit.
I love this being this little spider. You just...
Yeah, this is fun. It's like they found out that people didn't really like the Trespasser in the last game, and they thought of like different, more action-oriented ways to do it.
I appreciate it 1,000,000 times because, man.
Ooh, electro gun upgrade.
What am I doing? They can't hear me. There's a thing inside there. You went past it.
Sheesh!
No, it's up on the ceiling.
On the ceiling.
Yeah, do you not see it?
Oh, the power of the DualSense compels me!
Yeah, how did you not see that?
I'm trying to keep this health at 100, my boy. You see how this health is at 100? You see I have not
You
been
didn't answer
hit?
the question.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, get ready for the power of the DualSense with haptic feedback and adaptive triggers.
And there we go.
Last time wasn't a fluke after all. I am good at
I
this.
love this little robot. Good job, Michael.
This reminds me of all the Bentley's little hacking mini games. And Sly Cooper. Ding, 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 ding.
Brothers,
I wonder if there's an Easter egg in
I
this
am
game.
relieved you are all right.
It is like so wonderful to see you, Sister KT-7461.
Did Nefarious' troops find the other temples yet?
Not sure, but we'll let Brother Gary know you rescued us. Good luck, sister. And love, Piracy.
Dude, I love these guys. They're like
know.
Kremlings if they were peaceful. Oops.
One temple down, 2 to go.
Okay,
I know
so
the monks
there's
are trying to stay strong.
separate
They're
temples.
unfamiliar with the cruelty of the Emperor.
They'll be all right. We're here. Looks like this cable runs back to the Badlands.
This is amazing.
It really is.
So, KT-7461, do you have a nickname?
The monks call me sister.
That feels more like a title. Let's try some out. How about KT? I got it. Sunshine. Your nickname.
Why does that happen? That's the only thing I would say I don't like about the new boots thing, or even just that. Like if you hold X, it just messes everything up.
That's a gripe I have in like every platformer where you hold A to do something.
I'm not really an expert on
Even the
law.
great Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze.
Honestly, yeah, there's a lot of times where I would fall off the ledge as Diddy Kong because I would be trying to like land on somebody
Because
and
you
do
weren't
the
good enough,
bounce,
Michael.
and it would be a frame too soon.
What did you want to know about the Lombax?
I just feel like you map them to different buttons. You hold R while you're in the air, then there's none of that confusion.
I don't understand what I'm doing wrong
Can
there.
you double jump?
Oh, maybe you can out of that.
You'll never know what Ratchet gave the nickname to the robot.
I feel like I should go into it like this too.
It is a long story. I am lucky that Gary saw potential in me.
You seem different from the other monks around here.
Is that a lorb? Give me my lorb.
Don't feel bad. I'm usually the shortest person in the room except for Clay. For my best friend.
What? That's so cool. Dude, this might be in like my greatest games of all time. This game just does so many things that I've never seen in a video game. Like, this is pretty mind-blowing,
And
dude.
it seems like platformers are getting a little bit of a renaissance. I mean, we got Crash 4, we got this. We're about to get allegedly get a 3D Kirby game. Mario Odyssey came out a few years before. Like,
But I just always think
We're
about
back.
why can't Nintendo do, well, aside from graphics and all that, but like I always think about like Star Fox to me is one of those franchises, man, that I just look at Ratchet and Clank and like, why don't you just do something like that? Like, you can't tell me that wouldn't be like extremely popular. All right.
yeah, because the only thing that Ratchet's really missing is compelling ship combat. And they figured that out with Star Fox, but they could do on-foot segments like this to break up
yeah,
the
like
pace.
literally just copy this.
Yeah, but just have the in-ship segments too, and it'd be like a really good game.
Raritanium. Is that 3?
You
Nice.
see what I'm saying? They look like it was like 8 of them.
Clay. He always has my back, no matter what.
Where is he now?
Helping me stop Nefarious. But we had to split up.
Oh. I am sorry.
Ooh.
Swag. What? Hold on, wait. Was there anything back here?
You're not good enough to be my fake. Man, imagine if Shadow the Hedgehog played like this.
Imagine if any Sonic game played like this.
Sonic gets too much of a bad rap. Generations is bop.
Yeah, there's definitely great games. I just feel like they never have any consistency with the quality of their games. They'll have a game every once in a while that's just like, man, the quality's just insane, and then they
Then they'll
have
have
games
5
that are like
stinkers in a row.
Sonic
Yeah, I know.
Forces that's just full of glitches and
Yeah.
doesn't work right half the time.
Small
Like,
pieces of Sonic Forces are really fun, but
oh man, I bumped into that one thing.
like the classic Sonic levels are actually pretty good. And they add the drop dash to classic Sonic's gameplay. It's pretty cool. Oh, it's the Raritanium.
Dude, that was so sick.
Yeah, I like this kind of bringing the sandbox element to Ratchet. It's really never existed in the series. The level design has always been sort of circular to encourage exploration, but you've never had an area
Well,
like
you just
this
gotta
as far
think,
as
like,
I know.
how many years did this game take to make? Because this is just nuts, dude.
Doctor?
I mean, like, everything, like, it's not even, it's even all
Sounds
this
like it took
rift,
like 5 years.
but even all this rift stuff, you just think about, but look how big the game is and how much you can explore. Like, it's nuts, dude. Like, people think Breath of the Wild is like a marvel, but I'm like, man, and it is, but like, then you look at something like this and it's like, man, look,
Well, I think
man, look.
what Nintendo does best is really like uncover different mechanisms for movement and play within a game. You know, like Mario Odyssey is just like has so many fresh ideas for like how you can explore a 3D space, just like Mario 64 did when it originally revolutionized this whole genre. And Ratchet Clank has just been like quietly doing its thing, just like very solid gameplay. That's not, you know, it's never really gotten its like its due.
Looks like I'm done here.
Even though like the type of game that it is, being like a kind of a third-person shooter platformer, is really unique. Nobody else is really doing it. I mean,
I'm just
we're like the
blown.
closest thing to this gameplay is probably something like Doom.
Just look at this though. This is just mind-boggling to me.
Yeah. Trevor, do you see what I mean when I'm like bummed that there's not that many PS5 exclusives?
I always get into an argument with you about this.
Yeah, but what, like, has this changed your mind at all about that?
No, it hasn't. This is a beautiful game, but I think a game can still be beautiful and still be on PS4 at the same time.
Well, I'm saying, but like all the elements, like the warping to different parts of the map into different dimensions, like this game could not run on a PS4.
That's a fact. That's cool.
Not without like significant loading screens in the middle of like every moment-to-moment gameplay.
Yeah, it's cool.
I'm just like, what else could be accomplished if we're not working on 10-year-old hardware?
I mean, that's cool, but
You know, it's like the equivalent of that MacBook that you're using that I got in like 2010.
yeah, but if they had that MacBook in 2 different versions, like I'm not gonna knock it. I'm not. That's not gonna like disregard the greatness of the newer version that I'm trying to get. Like no, like they just have 2 different versions, and this is the version that better suits my wants and my needs. This is the more improved and upgraded version. Like if they come out with a Switch Pro, that's not gonna negate what the Switch is. You know what I'm saying? Like the Switch is still gonna be the Switch. So you know, I don't.
Well, unless there's like exclusive games that you could put on it, which I don't think they're
what
gonna
to
make
use
that kind of
here.
jump. But I don't know. I'm definitely like, now the games that are also coming to PS4, I don't really care about that much. Like, I could take or leave every one of them. Even though I'm sure they're fun games, but like if the next Sackboy game wasn't PS5 exclusive, I'd be a little sad.
I don't see why does it matter? I guess that'd be
Because
my
you
thing.
just get so much more out of newer generation games, like all the possibilities. Like when a new
Yeah, I think,
console's out, you just want like the new stuff.
I forgot. I don't know the stat, but I think the hard
make
drive
sense.
on this is like 500 times faster than the PS4. So I mean, like you could do something with that. I mean, we're talking about like, you know, we're talking about like kind of like a PlayStation 2 to PlayStation 3 type of jump. We're jumping up a resolution. We're jumping up. You know, we're doubling the frame rate in any given circumstance. I don't know, I just think there's a lot you can do with that.
Oh, I mean this, like, yeah, I mean, yeah, this.
Yes, this is great.
It doesn't mean like other games aren't great, but I don't think Michael's saying that either. I think he's just saying like it bums him out when there's not more of these yet.
It doesn't matter. I think that's my thing. I don't think it really matters. I think this is cool, but I think this was gonna be what it was, even if they did have a PS4 version of it. I think this version just would have had the rift apart aspect to it. Like, you know, like granted.
Oh, I don't know. The scale of this game, I don't think would have been possible.
Well, this area that
unless it
Matthew's
just
exploring,
looks 10 times worse.
This area that Matthew's exploring is too big to give you that freedom.
Wait, what am I doing here? Oh, I guess I
You gotta
gotta
defend
First, coming in the main
Clanket.
entrance. Go.
Like Kenna, for example, that game when that comes out, the PS4 version won't be able to show all those like little mini like I don't know, like beings or whatever, like the PS5 can. Like every version has its own thing, and I think that's fine. I don't think it negates. You know what I'm saying? I thought we still both enjoyed Miles. Like I think Sackboy still was something like one of its kind. You know what I'm saying? I think the PS5 version of it still like showcase what the PS5 can do. You know, I don't think it needs to be just exclusively on PS5 to be a worthwhile game. Like, no, I think.
Well, no, and I'm not saying it needs to be a worthwhile game.
What can I do that's...
I play plenty of like indie games that could run on, you know, anything. But as far as like, you know, I guess it's just been weird from an expectation standpoint, because at the beginning of the generation, PlayStation said, we believe in generations, we believe in a clean break between PS4 and PS5, and now they're talking about launching games same day on PC as they are on PlayStation, which they're going to start like going down the road of Microsoft, where it's like, why do I need a console? I should just get a really nice PC.
Do you think they still be making these things like even available on PS4 if more people had the PS5?
Well, here's an interesting tidbit. At this point in the generation, more people have PS5s than people had PS4s at this time. So the PS5 has outsold the PS4 in terms of like during the first year, and so more people have them, but they didn't like, you know, keep putting games on PS3 because like not everybody who wanted a PS4 had one. They moved on. Which, you know, I think for certain games there were certain like cross-platform games like Little Big Planet 3. But you know, like that game.
Okay, so I can hit those big ships.
That game suffered from some pretty intense bugs early on in the game, and it's like that probably wouldn't have happened if they weren't developing 2 different versions of the game.
Yeah. Oh no.
Which, like, I also don't know, like, Ratchet and Clank really hit the nail on the head of, like, you know, why would a PS5 matter at all? I mean, all this stuff is, like, awesome and could not happen without it. I wonder what other developers would do. Oh, and I don't really know the answer to that. Like, I don't know what you do in God of War to make it like really all that special compared to, you know, the other thing. But I don't know. It's like, you know, it seems like console games are gonna just become PC games where there's just kind of like a sliding scale and you could work them on any device, which I mean would be, you know, good in its own right.
I just think people like over speculating. Like, it's like when people get mad about the VRR thing. There's no VR. Yeah, PlayStation 5 doesn't even have VRR yet. Very few games are actually implementing the VRR feature. So why are we getting like antsy in the pants about VRR? You know what I'm saying? Like, I think sometimes we make a big things out of things that really aren't that important. You know, I don't think the like something still being available on the PS4. Like, it's still a PS5 game. Like, I think I see Breath of the Wild, even though it was released on the Wii U as well. Breath of the Wild, Switch. Like, when we think about Breath of the Wild, we think about Switch.
That's a funny can of worms itself because, like, you know,
it's showcased on
Wii
U.
Mario 3D World is a Wii U game and it runs fine on Switch. So I mean, but the jump from that system from Wii U to Switch, the Switch isn't much more powerful than the Wii U. You know, it's mostly the Switch performance better because it doesn't have to render stuff on the gamepad. But this is a pretty intense jump.
I mean, Luigi's Mansion 3 was a Wii U game, and how much do we love Luigi's Mansion 3?
Yeah, I mean, but like I said, Switch is kind of like a lower jump.
Yeah, Switch isn't really a jump,
guess
to be honest.
The thing that they sold me on with the PS4 was like all this stuff like, oh man, get that 4K display. Oh man, get that HDR ready. Oh man, get all this stuff ready because it's like the PlayStation 5 is coming and it's like you could have waited a long. Like if you're not into Ratchet and Clank or Returnal,
I was just in this intense fight.
If you're not into Ratchet and Clank or Returnal, you really don't need one of these things, which I guess is nice.
There is only one temple left.
I mean, need it? No, but I think I see the difference in quality. I tell you that much because I had Ratchet and Clank on PS4
We'll find them.
via the Pro.
Promise.
Oh, whoops.
It did not look as good as that PS5 update that we got.
Yeah, but I just think it's interesting that, you know, with the PS4, they couldn't even get that game to run at 60 frames with like that small scale, and that was like a PlayStation 2 game originally. They didn't really like make the levels all that bigger. So I don't know. It's
3 rarity
and seeing like this is what they can do with a little more power in the system. I'm like, wow, what would this sort of scale look like in a Little Big Planet game, in a Gex game?
Based on the observations of the monks,
Well, they kind of did it with Little Big Planet.
even if Clank does become
Sackboy?
this other person's best friend,
Yeah, but that's still like, I mean, that game obviously runs fine on a PS4. Like, it is a PS4 game that like just like runs a lot better in PS5. That's how I see it. Well, because it runs perfectly on PS4, and like PC games can downscale, but I mean, like we're talking about downscaling.
That's
to
pretty
a
awesome.
crazy degree.
So you think it's impossible for them to optimize a game for the PS4 and the PS5?
Oh yeah, I mean, that's true of like any. I think that's true of like any console.
Where there's a will, there's a way. Like they put Donkey Kong Country Returns on the 3DS, but they had to like rework it to have half the frame rate.
Right,
it
exactly.
has they cut a bunch of the features from the game. Like where there's a will, there's a way. But I would prefer that they release the PS5 version and then work backwards to make a PS4 ready version than the other way around, which is they make PS4 games and then upgrade them to PS5. Which, I mean, fair enough. Horizon's been in development for like, what, 5 years at this point? Like, it is a PS4 game that they're gonna just like optimize and make look prettier on the PS5. Like, fair enough. But like going forward, I think it'd be cool to see like what can you do on a PS5 that you can't do anywhere else. Which, you know, like I said, I mean, they might have just sensationalized it in the marketing. I mean, consoles are becoming way more like PCs, where it's just a sliding scale of like frame rate and color depth, which I'm fine. I mean, I'm fine with that future too. I don't know. It's interesting. I'm gonna ask you again at the end of this game if.
I'm pretty sure my answer might still be the same. I think the game is exceptional, but like I said,
Dude, it's just crazy how good this game looks, man.
Yeah.
Like, this is mind-boggling to me.
This is awesome.
What?
Guess what? Like, the game I care more about this year than anything else, if it's not Kenna, Final Fantasy VII Remake, and that came out last year on PS4. That's a PS4 game. You know?
What? I was wondering.
Well, you'll see if they do a PS5 exclusive one. I think you'll see a difference there.
Pirates. They frequent this sector.
Thanks for the warning.
I was about to say pirates.
Like, I think about the smoothness of facial animation. I think about, you know, not having to make a choice between like resolution and frame rate, which I guess that's kind of the weirdest thing. This is a really nice solution what Insomniac's figured out, because what they're doing here is like, so you're watching this on YouTube and you can watch this in 4K HDR if you want to, but the resolution is 1080p. If I told you that this was 4K, or if you told me, I'd believe you. If I looked side by side with the, like, you know, super resolution version, I might not, you know, I could tell the difference probably, but like, this looks great. I think they've hit a really nice balance with this. But that's been kind of surprising with PS5 that you have to like kind of, you know, make choices whether you want your games to look good or run well.
Yeah, it just shows you the price of things looking as great as like this can. You know, it's kind of what makes me upset about being a Nintendo fan, is that I know games will never look this good on Nintendo.
And another 10 years.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I mean, well, technology just continues to get cheaper.
Give the Void Repulsor some sugar and
Oh, okay, so we can get this now.
fire. Ooh, that one is so hot right now.
Whoa, can it be? A brother Lombax?
You, know we're not related, right?
Yeah, we are. By our mutual thirst for knowledge. Check this out. A shrine Lombax was built ages ago, containing a lorb stuffed with ancient info. But only a Lombax can unlock its secrets. If you could bring me 3 lorbs, I'll hook you up with a sweet piece of armor I dug up.
A Lombax shrine? Yeah, I'll totally help.
Radical! One last thing. Shrines won't open if there are bad vibes nearby. So if there are, you'll have to clear them out.
Okay, so this guy gives me stuff for my lorbs.
Hey, if you can bring me 4 more lorbs, I'll give you some chest armor to match those legs. I marked the rest of the shrines on your map.
Okay, so I can grab these. Okay, so there's a lorb straight ahead, it looks like. Yeah.
Looks like you got some tanium up there.
Oh, you can still run the old
there.
way if you just click the stick. That's cool
Yeah,
that
that's what I
that's
was
still
doing.
in there. No, I know, but I'm saying like because when you hold R1, you do that now.
Oh, interesting.
So you still have both.
Gotcha. I imagine it's sort of map specific too.
You should not want to be my friend. No one should.
Why not?
Because I am not good for others.
What do you mean? You're helping me.
Looks can be deceiving.
There, you see that ramp over there?
Where? Oh yeah. Good choice.
Yuck.
You got the lorb? Nice. Now you should be able to listen to whatever's recorded on it.
Trevor, do you think there's ever a point where they should cut off PlayStation 4 support?
Yes.
When is that point?
2023.
Interesting. I mean, you might. It sounds like you're kind of on the money because God of War is not coming out in 2021.
What is this right here? That is
That's the objective.
temple. Okay, so let me get all these lorbs.
The lorbs
first.
are just going to give you costumes, but you know, be my guest.
No, to your point, when I heard about when they said God of War and then Gran Turismo is going to be on PS4 as well, I was a little shocked as well. But I'm like, I mean,
especially because they went back on Gran Turismo. That was not the case. They said before that it was only PS5.
Whoa.
So I'm curious what changed.
I think the fact that it just hasn't been that much available, dude. I think if PS5 was more available, because I don't care what you say, I think they would have gotten more sales had the pandemic not happened.
No way, dude. Scarcity like sells, man. Look at amiibos when they were hard to find.
Well, I mean, I guess. Are you saying given the manufacturing problems?
The manufacturing problems, and also the fact that people had to go online to buy them from resellers much more, or just having to get a Nintendo Switch in order to like get something else as far as a video game.
Yeah, I just remember like the Wii was like extremely hard to find, and it ended up selling like crazy. And it had been hard to find for years.
I think it would have been hard to find, but I think the fact that you can't go in the store and get it, I think that really like. I think much more people don't have it now. Like, I'm still sending like you guys as links for people that you know that want the PS5. You know what I'm saying? Like to this day, and it's been I don't know how many months. So just with that being said, I think that
I just think there's a very real thing in buying stuff, man. Like when it's not available, or you know it's really hard to find, you're more likely to pull the trigger.
Well, I think
when it is available. And I think that always, like, whenever there's something scarce that is something that a lot of people want, it tends to do really, really well.
So there definitely is that social effect, which it's been a weird mix of stuff. So I would say they're kind of a couple different things. Like the pandemic, like, was a boon for the game industry. Like more people were playing games last year than ever before. The profits grew dramatically.
I didn't realize he wasn't.
But at the same time, the semiconductor shortage that where PlayStation is having to, I mean, the semiconductor shortage was such a big problem that for the first time in like since the iPhone came out, they had to delay the launch of the next iPhone. That's how and Sony's having to compete with Apple Incorporated for parts. Which, you know, Apple and Microsoft are, you know, many orders of magnitude larger than Sony. So in that piece, like, yeah, they sure would have manufactured more and they sure would have sold a lot more. So that problem definitely exists. But also, like, the pandemic did give a big boost to the game industry. And yeah, I mean, I guess, I understand that rationale where it's going to look bad if you're like, check out this PS5 only game today, and I know people have been trying to find one since launch.
Do you,
I mean,
trying to figure out what I'm missing here.
I mean, that's like them saying, hey, yo, listen, we got this new app that's thebomb.com. Guess what? It's only available on the M1 MacBooks. It's like, I mean, dude, but what about like when 90% of the people who own your Macs have the Intel one? Like, is that smart business wise to just make that just, you know, available for just one sector of your core audience?
Yeah, it's just kind of interesting because the game industry has never done this, and no one's had a problem with it until now.
Oh, well, the game industry absolutely has done this. We just said Breath of the Wild,
so like
Twilight
with
Princess.
Specific games, like the reason that those Zelda games happened is because they got delayed so many times that they just put them on for the next system. But after that, there's like nothing.
Okay, Little Big Planet 3.
Right. No, I'm saying like there's a couple of like rare cases where games that were coming out sort of in that weird window, but typically like past launch after that first year, there's nothing. I mean, we're gonna be talking about like 2 years into the PlayStation's life. They're still doing PS4. Which I'm not saying that's wrong or bad.
Didn't I do
it's
this
just
already?
Interesting.
What wasn't they still?
I don't know.
Pretty sure I did. Because this is this area over here, isn't it? Yeah.
When they stopped selling 3DS games? What, last year?
As soon as, well, the funny thing that Nintendo does is they'll be like, oh no, we're not getting rid of 3DS support. Not until we know Switch is going to be a success, and then we're dropping it like a, you know, and they really, I mean, and that creates its own problem for sure. Where, like, you know, Alpha Dream, I think most of the reason they went bankrupt is because Nintendo abandoned the 3DS. And they were like, hey, you guys make a bunch of 3DS games while we were abandoning the system. Yeah, I mean, definitely creates its own problems. So I don't know. I mean, like, honestly, with the whole situation, I mostly just find it an interesting sort of thought process. Like, because it's not affecting me much. I would have liked a PS5 specific Sackboy, but this game and Returnal are such a treat that they're enough for me this year.
I think Godfall's supposed to be a game that's like true next gen, right?
It is.
Like there are. No, I know, but I'm just saying there are like some games that.
I don't know if it's exclusive to PS5.
Oh yeah. No, well, I don't know actually.
Yeah, I don't know myself. I could be right or wrong about that, but I guess, you know, I'm mostly talking about the first party games because, you know, I feel like that is the console promise. Is like you're gonna get one of a kind experiences like this that you can't get outside of, you know, whatever ecosystem you're in,
Yeah, it was released on Microsoft Windows and PS5.
Which, I mean, I don't know. Like, I'm annoyed with the reverse too, where like half of the Switch's library is just Wii U ports.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Nice. That's where, like, I love the Switch, but I also hate it at the same time. And people get mad whenever you want to have that conversation, but it's like, dude, I bought a Wii U. Like, as a Wii U owner.
Yeah, as like
pretty annoying.
As the Nintendo faithful, we're like the ones who were just like, all right, waiting on that new game.
And I get it. If you've never played those games, it's pretty cool. But even if I never had a Wii U, I'd still be like, come on, like.
I think that's part of why
are just most of your library is ports.
That's part of why the Switch is so successful, is because you have probably like the richest game library out of any Nintendo system. Because you know, only 13 million people played Wii U games. Everybody else missed Mario Kart 8, the best Mario Kart that's ever existed. They missed Tropical Freeze, the best 2D platformer possibly of all time. Certainly of the last decade.
I'm just kidding.
But you know, it's just insane the richness of the Wii U library and Breath of the Wild. I mean, Breath of the Wild is in fact a Wii U game, and you know, that being on Switch is just like get this richness instead of like having Breath of the Wild on the Wii U, and then if everybody played that and then the next Zelda game they got was Link's Awakening, there'd be rioting in the streets. Coruscant would be under attack.
I mean, to your point, I don't have a problem with them having the PS4 version of a game. I would prefer if they do that, make sure you have a version that's really optimized for the PS5 versus it just being an up-res PS4 game. I will give you that. I think if that's what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm saying like work backwards instead of forwards. Like make the game based on the vision of the PS5 and then see what compromises you have to make. Because that's how they did
the dust on the.
Because you'll notice that
that looks real.
I'm not complaining about PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale. I'm not complaining about Sly Cooper 4. I'm not complaining about like
just 4 more.
A bunch of cross-play games from PS3 to Vita. Because it was the same concept. Like the Vita wasn't as powerful as the PS3, so they had to go through a downgrading process, but it didn't ever compromise the vision of the PS3 game.
You collecting all the lords?
Yeah. Okay, so this you go across here.
But I mean, honestly, I guess what's most interesting about this direction is that it does open up the possibility for a future PlayStation Portable game. Because if they're doing this where they're just like, you know, sharing the love with every PlayStation game, putting it on whatever system they can get it on, PC, whatever, then it's conceivable that they eventually create a handheld where you can play like a 30 frames 1080p version of this game, and it's like playing that on the go. Oh wow, that's compelling. You know, and then they break into that Switch market. That's what I would be doing if I was Sony. I wouldn't be, you know, putting games.
Oh,
in
I bet you take this up.
I think they need to stop. I think they need to leave portables to Nintendo. They rule with that. Every time they try to step into it, it's just a whole different ball game.
I mean, I don't think they should not do it just because they haven't succeeded before, because other people have done it better.
Well, I mean, mind the,
you know, they just need to do it better.
Mind the legacy
if they're
there.
gonna do it.
The PSP sold gangbusters. That system did incredibly well. I think it sold over 100 million units. It had a rampant piracy problem, but as far as hardware, like that, they moved an incredible amount of units. It's just the Vita they messed up on, and I just think that's, you know,
it's a big gap. That's been 16 years.
The initial marketing of a system is so crucial to its performance, and it can. A system can die for dumb reasons. You know, the Vita died because memory cards were really expensive, and it was confusing why they had cell phone service on some of them, and like some things like that. Initial sticker shock. It almost killed the 3DS. The 3DS was going to die until they slashed the price and gave people a bunch of free games and saved it. If they hadn't done that, the 3DS would have died. So systems die for dumb reasons all the time. The Vita was like a fantastic system, and in many ways a precursor to what the Nintendo Switch is. And what works about the Nintendo Switch is a lot of stuff that the Vita was doing. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, I mean, you could make a portable that's in. I'd say within the next 3 years, you could make a portable that's as powerful as a PlayStation.
What is this?
4. That's nanotech. So I mean, if we're moving games to PS4, you put them on. You can put them on a portable. It'd be easy.
Okay, are you supposed to do this? Because
that would be awesome, but I don't think so.
It's just crazy that I even made it that high. Dude, those Mr. Fun guys took those guys out. What were you talking about with like the PSP though?
Well, it sold tremendously well.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, the games didn't do as well. It was like it was a very popular console for the sailors of the Seven Seas.
This one up here.
We'll say that much.
You said what?
Very popular system to play Mother 3 on.
How did that happen?
It was incredibly easy to hack. And so what they did with the next one is that they were so scared of getting hacked and that happening again that they made the Vita like super proprietary, you know, no nonsense, and you know, honestly, it like hurt them more than it helped them.
Do you see this?
Looks like I can't get that orb until I get rid of the hostiles.
Mr. Fun guy. Dude, look at them. They're in a league of their own.
There's a toxic cloud. Took them out.
Oh yeah, dude, look at that. Look how good that looks.
Yeah, all the particle effects.
All right, just one more lorb and then we're done. It's just and it's by the last like temple area, it looks like.
I think it's that force field.
It looks like Veritanium. Where does it start, though? Oh. Gotta use the wrench, you know? Looks like it's right here. Oh, interesting. It's on one of those. I like that they call it a lorb. Is there like a ramp coming up or anything?
I have no idea.
Oh wait, don't you
eventually you're just gonna catch it. You're catching up slowly.
Oh. That's pretty cool.
Finally! Just what I was waiting for! Do not let him free the prisoners!
I think I should take this thing out first. Oh.
More of the Emperor's forces.
At least the monks are safe behind that shield.
Miss Fungal. Try the fungus thing. You just got a new version of it.
Oh, that's cool. Wait, where's the... Stop hitting
That's
yourself.
fun.
Stop hitting yourself. Yeah, I like that a lot, actually. What does it do now? Oh. Lightning rod, okay. Usually you don't level up, or things don't change that early, do they?
Usually around level 5 is when you really notice it. But I don't know, the pistol shoots 3 rows of shots now. That's almost level 5.
What is?
The pistols.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I think it is level 5 actually. Check again.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, that's why it does the triple shot.
Do they just hit in the air? Okay, they do.
You probably want to lock on first, or they're gonna miss.
How do you lock on? Just hold it slightly?
Yeah.
No. Look at that.
Yeah, that's great because it staggers them. Oh, you're done.
I thought I was going to be able to jump.
All nefarious forces have been eliminated. Thank you, Ratchet.
Happy to help. And kick nefarious
Look at my
Ratchet,
Mr. and Miss
that
Fungus.
terminal. I must access it.
Fungi. It's time to release the Kremlings.
I am relieved you are all safe. But now we need your help to reach the archives.
Oh, yeah. Let's meet up back in Monktown. We'll get everyone to send you off in style.
Oh, cool.
Oh, whoops.
For freeing my brothers.
Gary, We
Where
need
am
help
I?
Getting to the archives. It is
Monktown.
Brothers, let's grease some dimensional wheels.
You're supposed to be over there.
Entering the archives takes a
Should I go give him my lorbs first?
Maybe?
Lums! What?
I think you're like locked into a new instance.
It's nice that you can just get around this quickly.
Yeah, I wonder if the rest of Ratchet's levels are going to be open world like this. That would actually make sense for the character split to have like more traditional Ratchet and Clank levels with Rivet and do something new with Ratchet.
Walking her brother, Lombax does it again. Woo! Here's a sick-looking chest piece to go with those sweet, sweet
don't
legs.
even-
You
only
just
thing
helped
missing
save
now.
Lombax's generation. You collect the rest of the lords.
My brothers
It's
and I.
yours.
Thank you. It was an honor. Brother.
Brother. Was it Stone Cold Steve Austin? Brother.
Oh, that's cool.
So what is it? Which armor is it?
It's the
The Wasteland gear?
Oh, you
Let's
got
check it
all
out.
the hacker stuff too.
Bruh. Wait, the way out of here is up here, right? Alright, time to go to Monktown or whatever.
Faster, Ratchet.
You bet!
I didn't get that one boosted. Did you see that? I like went
Yeah.
over the... Yeah, did it again.
This is fun.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't have gotten my Wasteland gear. It doesn't look like it.
Paul Dimension.
No, I know.
Billy, they're all here.
Oh, it's so cool how we looped around to this.
Blades will make a
Oh, is the pick slicer at level 4? Yeah, it is.
No such thing. The archives run on a helix generator. If we turn it on, we can get inside.
One helix generator switch flip coming up!
Who's still left? Oh. Boom! I like throwing out too.
The knowledge in here is precious. They might damage it.
Oh. Let's go. Come on, shock the other ones.
Some things in here are irreplaceable. The blueprints.
Why isn't it working? There we go.
You have to hit him enough for it to activate.
Got about enough of you.
It's funny how they give like every enemy in the game a animation for when they hit you.
Yeah, it's like the Groovatron.
Yeah.
How everybody dances.
There is a crank along the edge
Was
of the
there a
that
nanotech
powers
somewhere?
generators.
Looks like you got some. Yeah, that's cool that you can just use that in battle too. Although I wonder if they're gonna lock it to only like planets like this.
What's up now?
Oh, airships?
No. No. Did you see that look? Oh, did it finally? Ah, man. Okay. What's like a good way to?
I'd put the fungus dudes out.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Did one of them just lose?
I think so.
Oh, you can go all the way out here. Oh my gosh. This whole time.
Generator is powering up, but it is still not at full capacity. We must get to the roof.
Oh man, you just burned all that ammo.
I know. Oh my gosh, dude. I didn't expect him to jump on me. Oh my gosh, dude.
There's two of them.
Oh, no.
Off already. Say all hail the Emperor. Say it.
See that?
Yep.
Why do you even care about the monks? They are so
Ah.
monksy.
Ay, ay, ay.
How dare you evade the Emperor's wrath? It is the monks we need. You are just in the way.
Ah, dude. There's just so many of them. Come on, get him, army of...
The drill hound is
fungus.
great because it staggers them. I would use that in the bombs to get rid of at least one of them.
Dude, look how he just like... Dude, how far do you have to jump after me?
Good thing we upgraded that bomb. It does so much damage now.
Oh my gosh, what is... Just hit me from the side.
I would throw down a couple of mushroom guys.
Why do they do this every boss? Why? Why is every boss like this? I just don't get it.
How dare.
Yeah, that's what's always they're missing a weapon like the Groovatron in this game. Makes it a little easier to like manage the crowd.
Why is it not doing damage?
It's displaying the other one.
Am I sure it's actually hurting this one then?
Say all hail the Emperor. Say it.
Okay. This is nice having them in the same...
Care about the monks. They are so monksy.
Ah.
Will return to the Emperor's call.
That'd be a good crowd management one.
Yeah, it's hurting one all the way back there. Oh, I was trying to keep it going.
You got this.
that all of them?
Looks like it. There's nanotech.
Get inside until we power the generator.
Okay, so she said get inside.
You have to power the generator somehow. There you go.
The force field is powering down. There. The archives are now open.
Let's head inside.
Oh, man.
Oh, good. The dimensional map is safe.
I'd know this writing anywhere. Lombaxes. They must have built this. My dad was the keeper of the Dimensionator. The original one, anyway. He gave everything to keep it out of the wrong hands. Sorry, Dad.
Do you miss them? The Lombaxes?
Kind of hard to miss someone you've never met.
Dude,
But-
when the robot started scanning, the DualSense vibrated.
I understand.
DualSense.
Perhaps one day you will find them.
Let's figure out if we can even build the Dimensionator first. Can we?
Yes. But the forge needed to do so is located at Cottrello Station, the most secure outpost in the galaxy.
Well then, let's get moving, KT-74...
Ratchet? I think Kit is my favorite.
Kit it is.
It's like we're matching.
No!
We gotta go!
We must protect the archives.
There's no time!
It has been fun, Ratchet.
What? What?
Oh, it's Warbot.
Oh my goodness.
That was amazing! Kit! It's just me!
I told you, I do not make a great partner.
Sure, that was intense, but it was kind of awesome.
You do not understand. You are not safe around me. I was built to be a weapon, to keep the Emperor's galaxy secure. One night on patrol, I spotted a rebel in the Imperial Zone. So I tried to stop them. That is what I was built to do.
That was the other Lombax, and that's how she lost her arm, and that's why she has a robot arm.
I am here
guessing.
to keep everyone safe from me. And that is why I cannot come with you.
Well, at least this mission worked out, huh?
Yes. I suppose it did.
And if I remember correctly, our promise was that if this mission didn't go badly...
You want to stay a team? You are very strange, Ratchet.
I've been told that a time or two. Team?
Perhaps. Just this once. Yes. I will try.
Yerp.
Thank you, Ratchet.
Okay, so I guess I just need to get back to the ship.
Anytime.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty much already
Let's
here.
get to Cottrello Station.
Full sails
Is there any one of the new ones? Oh, Buzzblades are back. Cold Snap, that's something. I guess these ones. Oh, coming
This
soon.
is coming soon.
Yeah,
At this point, you gotta save for what you want.
yeah. One thing I was gonna say is, didn't you say there was another? Oh, I'm a hacker, bro.
He looks like those dudes from Spider-Man. Miles Morales. I forgot what they're called.
Underground.
The Underground.
Sweet. Oh.
Gary! I am,
Going on an adventure? I know, how exciting! I wish you both good luck. And good luck on Kadaro Station.
How did he know?
I wonder that all the time.
Oh, Gary. Gary, my favorite Kremling. Just kidding, that's King K. Rool. Anyway, oh.
You hear that? That's the sound of me destroying lies. Dirty, filthy lies. They say this dimension is unstable. We're being sucked into a formless void. False. Think otherwise? I order you to throw your eyes into the local incinerator because they are clearly malfunctioning. More importantly, the Lombax Vandals have not escaped. How could they if... I haven't even caught them yet, huh? You morons! Here. You want some truth? My Lombax bounty is now 27 squadrillion Nefarabox. Just look at it all. So big, so real, so totally not made up. And it can all be yours when you catch those stupid Lombaxes!
Your nefarious seems as obscenely awful as ours.
Yeah, he's something else.
This game is something else, something amazing. But anywho, that's where we're gonna wrap it up on this one. When we come back, I guess we got what is it right here? Rivet and Clank.
Raritanium?
Rivet and Clank.
What else can be found there?
Ciao, gang. That's the end of this one.